Hello, this is Dave and welcome to Equity Story. There's the ASX 200. As you can see, we're just holding above that trend line. At the moment, it gives us a little bit of obviously security, holding above that 5,327 level, and hopefully we can do that. I had a lot of people phoning up today saying, Dave, there's been a good move up since obviously Trump got in. Why you still being a little bit negative? And I think we've said all along, if Trump does get in, we do believe these markets will get sold off. It hasn't happened yet, but we do believe it's potentially on the cards. And really, it's not complicated why we believe this is going to happen. I mean, here's the Dow, and this is the move we've had since obviously 2009. We've nearly up three times from where it was. This has obviously had a great run, a great bubble that's been largely inflated by these ridiculously low interest rates we've had in the States. And potentially, obviously, Trump's going to change these interest rates. They're going to possibly be 4 or 5%, a lot quicker than what people were imagining. And I think for this reason alone, this could prick this bubble momentarily, and we could come down. So if there's any, if you're looking periods of time on the stock market, and you're looking for areas where there could be a decent pullback, and certainly we're hitting record highs at the moment. The VIX is sort of getting down pretty low. Everyone's getting sort of a little bit relaxed. It's all okay, but nobody is really talking about this bubble of a stock market we've had for the last 4 or 5 years, and the fact that the high interest rates could possibly prick this bubble. And if that does, then we could easily lose 10 or 15%, or a lot more, even 25%. So the worded warning is just caution at the moment. Caution, caution, caution. That's why we're quite happy to hold gold, although it's been volatile today, and we're happy to sort of hedge our bets a little bit and play the Trump story on infrastructure. I mean, BHP looks very, very good. IGO looks very, very good. So we're happy to play these stories and run with the trend, and run with this the Trump sort of pump on infrastructure. But largely, we still at Equity Story are not running into a lot of those companies that we like, that maybe have come down a little bit recently, because obviously we think it's going to go. We think that potentially it could go a lot further down. I do think if we do have a decent fall, it could be sometime in the next week, maybe early next week. And everyone's focused on all these great things that Trump could be doing, and I think the infrastructure and corporate tax rates are very exciting, but nobody's talked about this slightly sort of overinflated share market that we've had over the last few years, and potentially higher interest rates, obviously re-rating these values. Just having a look at some other things on the market at the moment, I think of interest. I think Elders had a great report up today, and starting to have a look at this sort of short-term chart. Had a nice move up to about 4%. And again, Elders is not, it's a great way, I think, Elders to play the Chinese growth story. This is a company on a P around 7 or 8, and again with some decent growth. And hopefully next year they'll be paying a dividend. And I think their earnings were up quite considerably this year. And I haven't got the figures in front of me, but certainly I remember looking at them being pretty impressed. Well, certainly the market was, and you can see it had a really nice move up. As did Hazer Group, came out with a pretty interesting. I mean, this is a company, Hazer Group. We've already made 100% in this company, so most of us are just holding profits in it. But actually, right now, if you can hold this sort of price action, this has got a great little buy signal, and I think they've did a tremendous, absolutely tremendous joint venture with a company in the States, where they're going to be basically expanding their hydrogen model, and possibly building a plant with this American company. And I don't know if you know about Hazer Group, but please go on the website, read about the story, because I think it's potentially one of our most exciting 10 baggers we've got, and one we've already actually made a lot of money with. And another of those little sort of 10 baggers, Cassini Resources. Again, this is the nickel and copper play, and again, this is a little bit of I'd say a resources play, and certainly, obviously, with the Trump infrastructure talk at the moment, these little, even these sort of possibly little small caps are going to have a little bit more attention to them, and Cassini possibly could be a 30% owner in the next few years of one of the biggest nickel and copper mines in Australia. And at the moment, obviously, they're drilling this with Oz Minerals, and I think if Oz Minerals say, yeah, we like this project and they want to go ahead, then obviously I think Cassini is going to be worth a lot more than 10 or 12 million dollars or wherever their market cap is at the moment. Gold's been pretty weak today, and this just shows you what the market's like. I mean, gold. This is what gold's done today. I just get on 1 week so you can have a little better look, and had this sort of nice fall the other day, came back to 22, and today we've had this big fall down. It actually went down as far as 216, and again now it's back up to 223. So if that stays there, gold should start looking certainly a little bit better tomorrow. But I think when you look at this sort of volatility that you've got at the moment in gold, where gold doesn't really know which way to go, I think it just shows you don't get fooled with this stock market, because equally we could be seeing a lot of volatility in the next 2 weeks. That's all I've got to say tonight at Equity Story. I look forward to bringing you this report tomorrow, and thank you for listening.